Check out what we have for you today, maybe one of the most affordable recipes you'll ever come across. Creamy or soupy rice, however you like it, for the whole family for that amazing Sunday, for just a little over €4. How about that? Wonderful. Today I'm going to make a creamy or soupy rice, however you like it, with a bag of frozen seafood from the supermarket. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't even notice, because the important thing is to get the most out of this bag. It cost me €4.20. It's from Mercadona, and if you use one from another supermarket, that'll work too. And I'll read your comments. If you know of a supermarket with a better bag than this one, let me know and I'll approve it. Let's get started. This is going to be a super easy recipe. I don't know. In about 25 minutes, the dish will be ready. Wonderful and everything. Super easy. We start the recipe with our bag of frozen seafood, about 600 to 680 grams. What we're going to do is separate each of the items in the bag of frozen seafood so we can use them at different times and get the most out of them. And we'll start with the first thing, the clams. We're going to leave them here in water, just like that. Leave them there while you prepare the rest of the ingredients. Now comes the most labor-intensive part. Peel the shrimp and the prawns. The shrimp are the small ones, and the prawns are the ones that look grayer. Come on, let's get to it, and don't throw away the shells, because they're going to be a fundamental part of our recipe. Shells, skins, peels, whatever you call them, don't toss the heads either. We put them in a saucepan, skins and heads, into the pan. We go to the stove, medium-high heat. There we have it. We're going to add a pinch of salt to our shells, and we're also going to add a drizzle of olive oil. Just a little, don't overdo it. We toast them for 2 minutes. You'll notice it's perfect when they start to change color and turn a wonderful orange. Here's a little trick for you. If you squeeze the heads with a wooden spoon or whatever you have, they'll release all the juice, and this broth we're making will turn out so much better. After 2 minutes, we add a shot of rum. There it is. Let it evaporate, and then we immediately add half a liter of water. We cook for 5 minutes, and this broth we're preparing will be almost ready. After the time is up, we remove it from the heat and let it rest covered for about 10 minutes, or as long as the recipe calls for. Let's continue. Take a pot and separate the mussels. Divide them into 2 parts. Half go into the pot and the other half are set aside. We cover them with water and cook for 2 minutes. That's how I want them, over medium-high heat. They'll change color, turn orange, and they'll be perfect. See? I've got them. What am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to blend them. We give it a good spin, and this will give us a fish stock that's just amazing. Let's go to the pot, where we're going to create the magic. Olive oil, just a splash. We add onion and pepper, half of each. I used green pepper. We add a pinch of salt and sauté. It will take us a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, we strain our mussel cream. There it is. And we're also going to strain the broth that we just let rest. See? It has been about 10 minutes, so the broth as well. Here, we'll have about a liter of stock. If you don't have enough, add a little more water until you reach a liter. Rushing is never good, but if you want to save 5 minutes on the recipe, to have it ready in about 15 or 20 minutes, all you have to do is skip making the broth. You add a fish stock cube, and that's it. The shrimp and prawns go in at the end with the shell on, and they're done. That's it. You finish much faster. It's up to you. We continue our recipe with another ingredient, tomato sauce, 3 tablespoons. In this case, I'm going to add no added sugar tomato sauce, no added sugars at all. Why? Because I don't want the base to turn out too sweet. But any tomato sauce would work for you. We saute for 2 minutes, here I go, with the onion and pepper, and this step is done. Look how good it looks. Time for the fish. Inside are these square pieces. And here I go. If anyone knows what animal this is from, let me know in the comments. As soon as the fish has been in for a minute, we add a teaspoon of paprika. Stir for 10 seconds, and it's ready. Essential tip. The teaspoon of paprika gives your dish a punch. Wow. Wonderful. Wow. Wonderful. What you need to do is be very careful, keep it for just a few seconds so it doesn't burn, and quickly lower the temperature by adding the next ingredient. It'll turn out wonderful. Essential ingredient, short grain rice. I'm going to use 300 grams, and that's enough for at least 5 people. Add the rice, stir it, and we're going to give it a little heat here. About 2 minutes more or less without stopping stirring. If you have bomba rice, even better. Little trick. Toast the rice, which is nothing more than giving it a bit of heat before adding the broth. It turns out much better. You can really tell the difference, and it only takes 10 seconds of your life. Check it out. Well, with our rice nicely toasted, it's time to add back the broth mixture we had prepared. There it is. It's still warm, so the rice will turn out even better. Always warm. Here we go. Salt to taste. I won't add much since I don't like it too salty. Got it. We just need to add one more thing. The mussels we had set aside, because I love finding mussels in my rice. I stir a little so the ingredients mix together, and then we're going to add 250 milliliters of water. So it has 1 liter of broth and 250 milliliters of water. Now, just a pinch of food coloring if you have kids and they need the rice to be yellow, because otherwise they won't eat it. Medium heat, 15 minutes, and this recipe is almost done. These magic powders, the food coloring, and monosodium glutamate that we add to the paella are poison, I won't deny it. But the only alternative I can think of is saffron, and that's too expensive. Do you know any others? Maybe you have a little trick. Or just leave it white, whatever you prefer. Try it. After some time, this is how the rice looks. We've stirred it twice so it releases the starch. Now add the shrimp. We're almost done, right? In just a few minutes, you'll have the dish on the table. Come on, add the shrimp and the prawns. And we're also going to add the clams. There it is. We add all the clams, little by little. And as soon as everything is in the pot, medium heat, 5 minutes, and we just have one last touch to finish. If you have one of these bags in the freezer, your meal is ready, and I assure you it turns out super good. Can you add more things? Of course. You can add any type of frozen fish, and if you let me choose, I would pick monkfish. It also turns out really well if you add some more shrimp or prawns to give it even more flavor, so it's up to you. And if you want to make it a mixed rice dish, you can add some pieces of meat, pork, or chicken, saute everything together, and it turns out great. It's your choice. Final touch, we take it off the heat and let this marvel rest for 2 minutes. I wanted to leave it like this, nice and creamy. But if you want to leave it soupy, just add 2 more cups of broth or water if you don't have broth. And with the same process, it will turn out nice and soupy, really tasty. And if you want it dry, put it in the oven. A high temperature, at least 210. Just a few minutes, don't overdo it. I think it could be ready in 3 minutes. Keep an eye on it, and as soon as you see the top nice and dry with that almost crispy look, take it out. And that's it. But don't overdo it, okay? 2 or 3 minutes. That's it. To the table. Here's your creamy rice. Spectacular! It turned out perfect. And if you wanted it soupy, you just would have added a little more water and made it just how you like it. No problem at all. You have to make this recipe. It comes out spectacular. Risras. Who can beat that? For just over €4. Food for the whole family. Look at this beauty. Wow. I love this recipe. And now let's serve it on the plate. Here you go. Look. Wow. How wonderful. The truth is that this rice is super easy and turns out spectacular. And now all that's left is to grab the spoon and taste it. Look. It's saying, "Eat me." You have to make it. You won't regret it. There you have it. A creamy rice.
Wow.
That's amazing. Unbelievable how much we've gotten out of that little frozen bag. It's cooked just right. I love it like this. Creamy, not too dry. An intense seafood, fish flavor for very little money. So now, make it at home. You're gonna like it. Thank you for coming. So if you want them, I'll leave the ingredients for you as you come in, also in the text box, and throughout the whole video so no one gets lost. I'm going to keep working on this, and soon it'll be on the table for the guests. And in the meantime, I'm already enjoying the first little bite. This is so good. Wow, I can't believe it.
Narcisetto gino d'amor, delle belle turbando e riposo, Narcisetto